Hey there, I found this book in my classroom library, Earth, My First 4.5 Billion Years, and it's by McNulty and Litchfield. It also says Henry Holt, so it might be a combination of authors. It is quizzable. I don't know if you're going to get to test on it, but we'll figure that out when we get back. Earth, My First 4.5 Billion Years. Oh, it's by Earth, illustrated by Earth. How cute. Hey there, my name is Earth. Some people call me the Blue Marble, the world, or the third planet from the sun. You can just call me Planet Awesome. My family is really big. It's like a holiday card. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and look, they even included Pluto. How sweet. I have several siblings in my solar system. I'm closest to Venus and Mars. Some used to say I have 8 siblings, but Pluto is more like the family pet. Oh, that's so funny. And then there are my cousins. My Milky Way family has billions of planets. Told you, big family. My favorite things to do are spinning. It takes me a whole day to go around once. And circling the sun. That takes me an entire year. My best friend is the moon. Mine too. We hang out all the time, even when you can't see her. The moon needs 27 days, 7 hours, 43 minutes, and 12 seconds to go all the way around me. I've timed her. Like she's getting a workout. He's the coach. That's cute. I was born 4.54 billion years ago. I don't really remember what it was like to be a baby. Who does? But I've been told I was a hot mess. Oh, this is totally my kind of book. Explosive, gassy, and very cranky. I like this book. Then I started to cool off and things got wet, really wet. It rained for thousands of years. I'm really not kidding, thousands. I was soggy and lonely. A few islands popped up in my oceans, but no plants or animals. So those islands would have popped up because of volcanoes. So the core of the earth got too dense, and so it had to start letting things out, kind of like when you let out a sneeze, and those islands came up from those volcanoes under the water, and then eventually they broached the water and were visible. My islands must have been lonely too. They got together and made bigger islands called continents. At one time, all the continents were predicted to be connected, and it was called Pangaea. I remember Ur and Nuna and the ginormous Pangaea. Then Pangaea started to split into 7 separate continents, and that's because all this water started to flood some of these places, and they're all on plate tectonics, and they don't stand still, sit still. They're all the time having earthquakes. And those earthquakes drove the pieces apart, and they just kind of floated on the oceans. Things are always changing. As I got older, stuff began to grow. Check this out. Almost half my life, you probably wouldn't even recognize me, though I've always been round. If anyone had been alive, they could finally take a breath 2.4 million years ago. Billion years ago, sorry. 470 million years ago, plants started to arrive. And then 70 million years later, bugs came. And then 2.4 million years ago, a first dinosaur. 210 million years ago, mammals. Oh, this is 240 million. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. I didn't expect all this math in this book. 150 million years ago, birds, and they are relatives of dinosaurs. 130 million years ago, flowers. I'm a very pretty planet. It's not bragging if it's true. And then now, we as humans are the youngest critters on Earth. 200,000 years ago, Homo sapiens came. You humans have big brains and walk on 2 feet. Yes, we do. And the ruler says, 4.5 billion years ago, I arrived. And then it says now. And look, it has these little connections here to all these things that have happened. It's a pretty cool page. The Time of the Dinosaurs was my all-time favorites. One of my favorites, excuse me. I mean, everyone loves dinosaurs. They lived with me for 175 million years until... This is a prediction, a theory here, by the way. Asteroid. It's the most commonly approved theory. It's not always easy being Earth. Volcanic eruptions, ice ages, major collisions. But on the inside, I'm the same old planet awesome. That's true. The outside changes, but not the inside. The Earth has a crust, which we live on. It's about 30 miles deep. You can see it as the outer layer there. Beneath it is the mantle. It's still pretty firm ground. And then we have the outer core, which is plasma, and the inner core, which is liquid hot metal and rock. Sometimes some people think that there's even more of an inner core here that's solid rock. It's possible. Humans have been super fun. No other species has ever been interested in learning about me. Oh, look at the whole picture is the Earth. That's really neat. Other animals are nice, but they mostly eat and... Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that. Do you see that word? The word I'm not going to say. Eat and never wonder about my amazing life. I cannot imagine that. I love the Earth. Sometimes humans forget to share and play nice and even clean up after themselves. That's the truth. We need to care for Mother Earth. It's the only place in the solar system that we have that we can live on. Still, I bet you humans will turn out to do really great things. Hope so. Are you going to be one of those people that changes the world? I bet you will. And then we have some information. It talks about the continents: Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Australia, Antarctica, and Europe. And it gives the very specific names for the periods on Earth. Just a really cool picture of the stars. I hope you enjoyed this book about Earth, written by Earth while we float through space, and you guessed it, on Earth.